Welcome to the madness!
Hey, how's it going? Today is Steffi and welcome to another episode of my solo playthrough of the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Homebrew Module, Curse of the Blood Moon by Adventure Await Studios. Okay, so this is going to be the official start of the module now. So in the last episode, if you didn't catch it, I'll have the playlist in the top right hand corner if you go check it out. I did a party creation of 4 people. We have Scar, our Beast High Shifter Archfey Warlock, Harita Stillmore, our Erigenasi Shadow Magic Sorcerer, Panmorm, our Eladrian Elf Aberrant Mind Sorcerer, and finally Alchinac, our Free Green Bard. So yeah, so we're going to be taking these 4 people. We randomly created them, given random stats, random equipment to a certain degree. So we'll see how far through the module we can do. If for some reason we can't finish this module and we get a complete TPK, then what I'll do is I'll just go through the rest of the module, reading it to show you what you want to show you, how it's supposed to be worked, how it's supposed to be played. If you like this module and some other modules from Adventure Await Studios, there will be 2 links in the description. One of them will be to their official website, where you can just click, it says here, click here to get your free 36 modules, including this one. But it'll take you to a OneDrive link. But if you just want to go straight through the OneDrive link, I got it in the description down below. It's just a collection. It's a zipped folder, so you just download it, unzip it, and then you can choose what module you want. Right, okay, so without further ado, let's get into this then. I'm looking forward to this, I have. Okay then, so let's zoom in a little bit, so we get it full screen. Okay, so I am going to be jumping back and forth a little bit. So I'm going to go back over the background again, just to give people a refresher, or for those who don't know. So here we go then. Right. Curse of the Blood Moon is intended for 4 characters with an average party level of 2. Characters who complete this adventure should earn enough experience to reach 3rd level. A tribe of evil druids has summoned a blood moon to drive everybody mad. This campaign takes place in Arden, although it can be set in your own world. Any party composition should be able to finish the adventure with intelligent play. Yeah, but we'll see if our near enough full magic party is gonna help us, we'll see. Okay, background. There are stories of the Blood Moon, a twisted mockery of the celestial body that lights the night sky. The first recorded instance of it was over 2 centuries ago, when a dark sorcerer sought to bring chaos to the wilderness he called home. He channeled the power of madness and cruelty from beyond the void and infused them into the moon itself, amplifying their effects. The barbarians and shape changers were the first to fall under the Blood Moon's sway, slaughtering everyone they came across. They're bloodless, insatiable. Then, a tribe of druids fell victim as they tried to use their magic to purify the moon, only to inadvertently allow the dark energy to flow back into them. Eventually, even the common folk found themselves prone to bouts of anger and violence. Luckily, a group of adventurers were able to slay the sorcerer, release his hold on the moon, and allow the sun to rise again. Recently, a new threat has appeared in the wilderness between the tall spired mountains and the great forest. A group of druids convinced the world needs cleansing, and has come together to summon forth the dark energies required to create a blood moon once more. They hope that the ensuing chaos will allow the world to purge itself of all evils and reset the balance of nature. They enacted their dark ritual so that tonight, when the moon rises high and reaches its apex, it will bleed red as it did so long ago, and madness will descend on the world. If nothing is done to break the druid's connection to the blood moon, the sun may never rise again. So that's the backstory of this entire event. So obviously we've got adventure hooks as well, so if you want to, bring your characters' backstories into this as well. So Dark Calling, one or more characters being attuned to the world and natural order of things, feels the encroaching influence of the blood moon, knowing it can only spell disaster. They try to warn the nearest village. Troubled Dreams, the characters bring more sensitive to the ebbing and waning dark forces in the world. Feel the oncoming blood moon, knowing it can only spell disaster, to try to warn the nearest village. And then Magic Unleashed, one or more of the characters being arcanely or divinely gifted, feels the magic beginning to pulse and shift as the blood moon begins to form. Knowing it can only spell disaster, they try to warn the nearest village. So yeah, so pretty much that's the intro. Right, so we're going to go up to our first encounter. So, the blood moon rises. With visions of the blood moon ripe in your mind, you began to trek towards the nearest village, a small hamlet known as Pinewell. You hope to reach the village proper before the sun sets so you can warn the residents of the oncoming danger. As the hours pass, you lose feeling in your feet as you race along the path. Despite your best efforts, however, you can only watch as the sun slowly slips beneath the horizon. Sorry, I'm just looking at something. Okay, right here. And the once bright moon rises blood red in the sky, bathing the world in its crimson glow. Soon, the light of countless fires appears on the horizon, and the sounds of screams can be heard upon the world. You quicken your pace and hope all is not lost. The characters are a few hours outside of Pinewell when the chaos starts. Common folk turn on one another, and those predisposed to violence become murderous heathens. As the characters make their way along the road towards the village, they enter a small valley. As the walls of the valley close in, they suddenly find themselves face to face with several armed villagers covered in blood, grinning with maniacal glee. So, we have an encounter, which is commoners from the Monster Manual book. The characters come across 8 commoners armed with clubs covered in blood. They're currently blocking the road, and upon seeing the characters, began to advance them. Unfortunately, the commoners are consumed by rage due to the blood moon and cannot be reasoned with. However, if someone cast calm emotions, they can bring the commoners to the senses temporarily, allowing the characters to pass by unharmed. But none of our guys have that, so we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Right, so I'm going to set up the encounter. I'll be back in a sec. Right, okay guys, we have our encounter set up. So we have our 8 commoners. We have Alkadak, our bard, Panmorn, one of our sorcerers, Scar, our warlock, and Talita, our other one. So these guys here. Okay, so if you want to know, this is first time watching one of my solo D&D stuff, and just to let you know, I use a program called Paint 3D for my tabletop stuff, should we say. Basically, it just allows me to basically just have different things around. It just lets me move tokens and stuff, and it's a lot easier for me because I don't have access to a virtual tabletop myself, so there we go, really. Okay, so yeah, so we've got the commoners stat block here. Oh, by the way, as well, you may notice that I've got some different tokens for the different enemies that you're about to see. These are the ones that I pre-gened when I DN'd, so yeah, so basically I've got different tokens for each of the different people, but it's all the commoner stat block anyway. So, commoner stat block, we've got an AC of 10. I'm going to be rolling hit points in a second. Speed 30. The only action they can do is a club attack, which is a +2, and it does a 1d4 bludgeoning damage. So, in theory, it should be a decent fight. It should be easy enough, but it kind of depends. Yeah, so we've got a combat tracker as well. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to have to constantly watch OBS because I want to make sure that I'm actually capturing what I want to capture, because I've got a different layout for this OBS for this series compared to my other one. Yeah, so basically combat tracker, this is going to be aiding me in telling me what turns coming up next and stuff. I've got the character sheets here of each person. We've got Scar, inventory, abilities, yada yada. We've got spells as well. And this is a new thing that I want to do as well. This is a new system that I want to check out. So yeah, I just wanted to run into the other room to get it. So, for those who have watched my other 2 solo D&D series, when it comes to combat, I like to use a little something called a monster tactics table from the Solo Adventures toolbox, where basically every turn or every subsequent turn or whatever, you roll a d100 to determine what the monsters would do. Now, one of the biggest things I'm trying to do when it comes to solo play is some kind of natural state of affairs. Basically trying to make it as realistic and natural as possible. Instead of like just me be like going player mode and be like, right, moving this person here and then going back to DM and moving this monster here and stuff. I've got a little bit of a different idea for the players, and let me tell you what I've come up with. So I'm borrowing something from I don't know if you can see this right, Carnathalis into the Midnight Throw. So it's a solo RPG book that I picked up. I actually got ordered the other day, actually. It's an absolutely amazing book. It's from Black Oak Studios, and I do plan on playing it soon. I just had to read through it and get the necessary materials and stuff for it. But if I switch over to the bestiary, perfect, that'll do. don't know if you can see this. I'll try my best with the camera. In the bestiary there, it says a D6 for the actions, right? I mean, I don't know if it'll come up alright in the recording. I have no idea. I might have to put a screenshot or something. Definitely put it up. So, what I've done is this. So, I'm going to scroll up a little bit. So, here we have my player rules of engagement. So, what's going to happen is, every time it's a player's turn, a PC's turn, we roll a d6 to determine what action type we're going to do. So 1 or 2 is a defensive action, so basically any action that requires a attack roll. A 3 to 4 is tactical, so any action that involves either a debuff or some kind of control or a support ability. Basically anything that requires like some kind of a save, like a dex save, a wisdom save, intelligence save, stuff like that. 5 to 6 is support, so it's any action that involves buffing or healing. So for example, to give you a example of an offensive action, basically a chill touch attack from Scar here, because that requires a attack roll. As an example of a tactical ability, which requires some kind of save, is his Fey Presence ability, which allows him to basically either charm or terrify, put the fear condition on some enemies around him, for example, and one buff or a healing or whatever is mask how many faces for this guy's self. I consider that a buff. So basically, this kind of makes our actions a little bit more realistic and thought through. So it's like actual players are taking control, or the characters come into life with what they want to do. This could be good or could be bad, depending. So, second thing is, if any actions is classed as a bonus action, the main action will be an attack type action involving a roll. So this way we can, basically keep on the offensive and keep the action going. So it's not like, for example, like a bonus action Misty Step, for example, if we have like a support, we can use Misty Step to get out of the way or so. And we can use an attack action to continue with the combat. Almost all movement must be used, so yeah, so that way we can move people around. I just think it's natural. Unless engaged, meaning they're in melee combat, and then disengaged is play specific. We might roll a d20, like an oracle roll every turn they're in combat, say they're going to stay in combat or they're going to go out. Again, just make it more randomized. All actions will be randomized through allocated dice rolls. So for example, if you go back to Scar, let's say he has an offensive action he wants to do. Basically, we roll between a dagger, darts, or chill touch. Or even Witch Bolt. I think Witch Bolt is an attack roll? Yeah, Witch Bolt's an attack roll. Yeah, basically, again, it's to make it just as realistic as possible. But of course, range is a big thing as well. If a certain action is not within range, then that action cannot be taken. So it's only the actions that's within range. So for example, if we're 20 feet, we could throw a dart, use Shield Touch, or Witch Bolt, but we can't use a dagger unless we want to throw it. So, it's just a couple of ideas like that way. I think there's some other things as well I want to talk about as well. No, that's it. So basically, that's it. So regarding... Oh, also as well. Yeah, here we go. As well as enemy and party member targeting as well. So that's going to be a big thing as well. So if they want to do an action, we'll roll to see who they're going to target, and then that's it then. Buster will be party randomized, unless it's like, so like heroism, bless, aid, for example, that says you target a friendly creature. They'll be randomized so long as they're in range, but healing will always be on the lowest HP. Also, spells and weapons that's been selected can be equipped and unequipped free. So for example, when you want to switch to a weapon, right, so you use your free item interaction to store away your weapon. So let's say you got a longsword, and the enemy is resistance to slashing damage, but it's weak against bludgeoning. So, what you have to do is you have to use your free item interaction to store your longsword, and then you gotta use an action, use your object action to bring out a maul, if you want to use that, you know what I mean? But in this case, for the playthroughs, it's just gonna be free, just to keep the momentum going. So that's what we're going to do. Hopefully that makes a lot of sense. Obviously, the best thing to do is try it in practice. If this works, then this would be pretty good going forward. I mean, it kind of makes sense to me. It might make combat a little slower with all the rolls, but I think personally it'll make it a little bit more faster, a little bit more varied in actions, and things will start being quite cool then. Right, so what I am going to do is I'm going to do all the HP rolls for the commoners. I'm going to do the initiative rolls because I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see that. So just to tell you, so the initiative rolls for all the commoners is a +0, and I got to roll a 1d8 for health. I will have a. I think what I'll do is I'll have a health tracker somewhere. Yeah, I'll probably have a health tracker down here as well, just to keep track of HP for the enemies. But I've got HP here, but I'll probably have like a temp HP thing just to keep on top of things. I mean, this is just a reference sheet for their abilities and stuff. That's it, really. Okay, right. I'll see you in a few. Right. Let's get started then. So, counter starts. So, as we know from the PDF, the 4 heroes start to make their way towards the village. Upon approaching the village, they're stopped by 8 maniacal bloodlust commoners approaching them. So, we got the HP. So, C1 is just commoner 1. Basically, I've already labeled them as such. 1, 2. That's a 3. Even though I forgot to do the wee dot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just for my own, you know, my own collection, really. Okay, so first up is C4. So, let's go with this guy here. Right, so he is, how many squares? So let's see, so 5, 10, 15, 20. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to randomize which target he's going for. So let's do a D4. Let's make sure that, yep, everything's fine. So let's go for a D4. Who's he targeting? So we're going to go from 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, he is going after Tarita. So if that's the case then, so he's going to go 5, 10, 15, he's going to go 20 here. Just going straight for the back line. Now he's going to attack with his club, which is going to be a +2, and if it hits, it's a 1d4 damage. So let's see if he hits. So D20. That's all you need. D20 +2 with proficiency. 21 hits. Yep, 21 hits. Without even her paying attention, the commoner just goes charging in, club in hand, just goes right into the shoulder. And she's going to take how many damage? Because this is going to be really, really crucial. Takes 3 points of damage. Hold on. Is there a modifier to this? It just says a 1d4. Ah, strikes neutral. Right, so yes, the 1d4. So yeah, so she takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage. That's not good because she currently has. Okay, so she's down to 13. Right. Now I didn't. Okay, let's see what. Come here. Let me do this. She's currently down to 10 HP. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, so next is Panmon. Okay, so Panmon is currently not engaged. So let's go see what he does. So again, regarding our chart, we need to roll a d6 to determine what kind of action he's going to do. So let's roll that d6 and let's have a look. Okay, so he's going to take a defensive action. Now the question is, or a support action. What can he do for support action? Okay, so support action is either buffs or movement. Okay, face step. Mind sliver. That's tactical because that adds a debuff. Lightning lore. That's attack, movement. So elements. Its only buff is comprehend languages. Okay, well, his only buffing move, if you ask me, comprehend languages is a ritual, if I'm not mistaken, so there's no point in doing that. Most of his stuff is either attack or non-base. He doesn't have any healing. So, he's going to use face step. That's what he's going to use. He's going to use face step. Now, in terms of face step, if I'm not mistaken, let me just have a quick look-see at this. Face step allows him to teleport up to 30 feet, and it's by proficiency use. So, now the question is, what does he want to do? Because he needs to take an attack afterwards. So, let's roll a d6. No, let's roll a d8 to determine his next target. Let's have a look. And obviously this is going to correlate with the commoner enemy as well. Okay, 2. So he's attacking 2. Right, so what I'm going to say is he's going to do face step towards the right. So it's going to go 5, 10. So he's up to 30 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he's going to face step over here. Straight to his position. Now he needs to use all his movement. So I'm going to say he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Actually, did he need to use up all the movement? Yeah, that's the rule. Now, so when I get closer or away, say what, let's roll a d20. 1 to 9, he comes in close. 11 to 20, he backs off. Neutral, let's roll that again. Okay, so he gets closer. Alright. This gives me an idea. So now, before we indicate the range, we need to have a look at his attacking options. So we have a choice between quarterstaff, a dagger, lightning lure. Well, actually, no, lightning lure is tactical, isn't it? It's tactical because it requires a strength saving throw. Ice knife requires a attack and roll, doesn't it? Yeah. Dex save for all the rest, but the initial attack is thinking it. Arms of Adar, is that? Is Arms of Adar tactical move? Yeah, that's a tactical move. Because again, any spells that require a save, no guys, it's a tactical one. So I'm going to say it's going to be a choice between a quarterstaff attack, dagger attack, or a ice knife attack. So let's roll a d3 to determine that. Okay, so he's casting ice knife. So he's casting ice knife. So ice knife has a range. Ice knife has a range of 60 feet and he wants to get closer. So in that case, what I'm going to say is this. He's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now he is closer than he originally was, but he wants to stay at range. He's going to cast Ice Knife, which is a simple shard of ice. Yep, you create a shard of ice and fling at one creature within range. Make a spell attack against the target on a hit. The target takes 1d10 poison damage. Hit and miss, the shard then explodes. The target in each creature within 5 feet of it must make a succeed on dex save or take 2d6 cold damage. So that's what he's going to do. So he's going to do it on target number 2. So let's see if it hits first. So his spellcasting modifier, or spell attack bonus is +4. And we need to beat an AC of 10. So let's do that. So it's going to be a d20 +4. Let's see if he gets it. Bang, he gets it. Very nice. So the shard of ice comes flinging out of his hand straight to the commoner, and he takes 1d10 cold damage to start off with. 1d10 cold damage. Takes the full 10. Nice. So that's commoner 2 been destroyed, because commoner 2 only has 5 HP, so I'm going to draw a line through that if I can. Nice. And then, because commoner 3 is in 5 feet, needs to make a dex save. So, Panmon's spell save DC is a 14. So, need to make a dex save. Fortunately, it's just a d20, no modifiers or anything. Fails. Takes 2d6 cold damage. Oh shit, hit the microphone there. 7 points of cold damage as well. Is that enough? Is that enough? Let's have a look. Commoner 3, 7 points of damage. Ooh. Shit! Ah, snot. Leaves him with 1 HP. Oh, that would have been so cool. That would have been awesome if that died. Oh my god, that's amazing. And then with that, ends his turn. That was a really good play. Holy shit. Unfortunately though, he is down a spell slot now, so yeah, unfortunately he's down a spell slot, so right, okay, sorry about that. Just had to I was trying to figure out how to put the text boxes in here, but it wouldn't let me for some reason, so I just knocked down the spell slot usage down here. Not a big problem. Okay, so Panmon ends his turn. That was amazing, by the way. I don't know if you can tell by my reaction. That was awesome. Okay, so next up is commoner number 7. So commoner number 7 is here. So again, we're going to decide which target it's going to go for. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's a choice between Alka, Or 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, his only target is Alka. Or does he go for Panmon instead? So I guess say in this situation, we're going to go for a D2, decide what he's going to do. Actually, no, we'll go for a D4, we'll determine that's his target. 1. Okay, so he's going for Alka now. So you're going to see him going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is in range of Alkanak. So we're going to do another club attack. That's going to be a D20 plus 2. Misses. Misses because Alkanak has a AC of 16 because he's using his Chameleon Carapace, which is a 13 Dex plus Dexterity modifier because he's got a plus 3, 16 AC. And that is the end of his turn. So after that, it's going to be commoner number 1. So again, he has eyes on both sets of targets. So let's decide see what he's going to do. 2. Okay, so I'm going to say that was Panmon, wasn't it? It was. Because Panmon was here. So yeah, so seeing a massive ice shard coming from his left, this guy's going to go to the right. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he's going to take his action to dash. So he's going to go into melee range for next turn. So that's his next turn. Okay, so next up is Talita. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. So Talita. So again, we're going to go to the player rules of engagement. Let's roll a d6 to determine what she's going to do. 4. Okay, so that is a tactical. Yeah, so that's a tactical move. So any action that involves either debuffs or soul cam control. So anything with a con save. Okay, it should be interesting. Okay, so in terms of his actual, she don't have any like control abilities from her class or from her thing. So look, okay, so we got Poison Spray, Thunderclap, Thunder Wave, or Sleep. So we're gonna roll a d4 to determine what she's gonna use. She could use Frostbite. I think Frostbite is Frostbite a save, or is that a Frostbite? Let's have a look. Obviously, I'm not showing the information for the spells. I'll read them out. You cause a numbing frost to form on one creature that you can see within range, 60 feet. Target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage and has disadvantage on the next weapon attack that makes before the end of its next turn. Right. Okay, so it's a choice between Frostbite, Poison Spray. I'm going to say Thunderclap because you need a con save for that, I believe. Thunder Wave and Sleep. So let's see what she's going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so a d5 is what we want. Yeah, I know there's no such thing as a 5-sided die. I'm just saying a d5 for the dice roller here. 2. Okay, so she's going to do a Poison Spray. Now, Poison Spray, you expend your hand out towards the target's 10 feet, towards a creature you see within range, and a puff of noxious smoke must succeed on a Constitution save roll, take 1d12 points of damage. So I'm going to say that's what she's going to do then. So currently, she has 2 people on target. Now, she is in melee range, unfortunately, so that's a good question. She's in melee range. Does she disengage? Actually. Yeah, I forgot she's in thingy range, isn't she? Unless the place specific. Yeah, sorry, she's already taken her action. It's fine. Okay, Poison Spray. So, we need to make a Constitution saving throw, but first of all, we can only target one person. So let's do a D2. The one above is 1. The one is that? Okay, right. So yeah, it's common 4. Okay, so this guy here is target 1, target 2. So let's determine see who we're targeting. 1 to the right. Okay, so now we need to make a Constitution saving throw of a spell DC of. Jesus, I don't even put the stuff in, have I? I haven't. That's okay, I can work it out. Spell DC is 8 plus proficiency plus charisma. So we've got a +2 and a +2, so that's 14. So it needs to be at 14. Yeah, I'll sort that out in my own time, and I forgot to do that, but I can't believe it. Okay, cost save is just a D20. So have a look, needs to be at 14. Let's have a look. Fails. Perfect. So you see her extending her hand out is poison mist starts to expand from her Urgenasi hand. A green, viscous, thick mist sprays into the face of the commoner. And he takes, I believe, what was it again? 1d12 poison damage. Yep, takes a 1d12. Takes 7 points of poison damage. Perfect, so he takes 7 points of piercing damage. And just like that, commoner falls. Nice. Goodbye. Perfect. Cool, so that's 2 down. So yeah, this is meant to be, yeah, I mean, so far, it is kind of an easy encounter, but it's only going to get harder from here. See, the whole point of this module is slowly whittle him down. But this is good up to now. Okay, so now she needs to use her movements, because she's got 60 feet of movement, 30 feet, pardon me. Yeah, 30 feet. So the question is, does she move closer, or does she move away? Basically, just gauging the range that she wants to be at. Let's have a look. 18, okay, she wants to be away, because remember, 1 to 9 is closer, 11 to 20 is far away. So she wants to move as far away as she possibly can. So in that case then, let's pick a D2. Actually, no, we want to move away from him. So I'm going to say she's going to move back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's going to go behind the tree on the left-hand side. Okay, I'll do them. Okay, so next is Commoner 2 then. Right, so Commoner 2. Commoner 2 is... No, Commoner 2 is dead. Actually, do you know what? I just realised. That's fine. Yeah, Commoner 2 is dead. That's fine. So next is Commoner 8. Yep, that's right. Okay, so Commoner 8 is right at the back of the pack. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you can get to Palmon. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She can get to Alkanac. And 30, she can get to Scar. So let's roll a d3 to determine who she's going to go for. Palmon on the right is number 1. Alkanac's 2. Scar is 3. 2. Okay, so she's going to have to Alkanac now. Okay, so you see her just going 5, 10, 15. Hold on, she was there, right? What's there? There. Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And she's going to make a club attack against Alkanac. So again, 1d20 plus 2. But a hit. 20, and she hits. Dealing 3 points of damage. So again, just coming in, screaming, just with a club on the shoulder and dealing 3 points of damage. So currently, so it's gone from 17 down to 14. So let me write that quickly. Okay, that's down to 14 health then. Right, so next up from her, C8 is C6. No, C6 still alive. C6 is still alive. So coming at 6 is this guy here, this woman here. So she's in range with 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's not in range for Talia. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's in range for Alkanac and for Scar. So let's see who she's going to target. So D2, 1, going for Alkanac. Now what side she's going to go? She's going to go to the left or she's going to go to the right? Left is 1, right is 2. Okay, she's going to go to the left. The reason why I say this is because she could end up here, and it should be a melee range of Scar, so she's going to go to the left. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Again, it can move 30 feet. Let's do a club attack, since that's all she can do. D20, wait, D20 plus 2. 5's a miss. I don't want him taking too much damage. Hell no. Okay, so that's the end of that. Okay, so Alkanac's turn. So Alkanac is currently engaged. Now, does he disengage or does he stay in the fight? 1 to 9, he stays in the fight. 11 to 20, he goes. 1, he stays in the fight. Okay. Now let's roll a d6 to determine what he's going to do. 3, tactical. Right, what does he have in terms of tactical ability? Okay, so he has Mending Minor Illusion, Color Spray Command, Thunder Wave. Okay, so Color Spray Command and Thunder Wave, I would say his options. Actually, I'm going to say Minor Illusion is. Minor Illusion might be a 4th one for him. Because the way illusionary, well, basically any spells that involve illusion, the way that works is, when you cast an illusion spell, rules is written, I'm sure it says, is that all illusions are deemed real, unless the target takes an action to determine that it's not. Normally it's through an investigation roll, but basically any illusions are real. I know Baldur's Gate 3, the way they do illusions is you cast the illusion and everybody does an investigation roll, but personally I don't like that. Because the fact is it says you take an action to determine if it's real or not. So it's a good action strip in Minor Illusion. Excuse me, bit of wind. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see what he decides to do. D4. 3 is... Oh my... Oh, wait a minute. 2. Oh, I thought you got Thunder Wave then. Thunder Wave would have been amazing, but it would have been in the way of... Scar. Because Thunder Wave's like this huge AoE attack where basically the... Actually, hold on. Is Thunder Wave... I'm sure Thunder Wave is a save, isn't it? Thunder Wave. Yeah, Constitution saving throw. On a failed save to take 2d8 thunder damage and get pushed back 10 feet. So yeah, don't want to do that. I don't know. Okay, so command. So the command is a 1 target spell. Yep. And basically, they have to make a wisdom saving throw or they get to follow a command. Now, the ones we could choose from is approach, which the target moves towards you 5 feet via the shorter, most direct route. 2, they drop whatever it's holding and it ends its turn. 3 is flee. The target spends its turn moving away from you at the fastest available means, so they just run. Grovel, they throw pro and end their turn. And halt, doesn't move, it takes no actions. Flying creature stays aloft, yada yada. But basically, those are the 4 I'm going to use with. So now we need to decide who we're going to target. So, her command has a range of 60 feet. So really, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah, I'm going to say all 5 of them are range. So, question is, who are you going to target? Right, Oracle roll. Does he target anyone in melee range? 1 to 9 is no, 11 to 20 is yes. He does. Okay, so let's do a D3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 from clockwise. Clockwise, that way? Yep, from clockwise to determine who it is. Let's go D3. 2. He's going to target the guy in the center, so he's going to make a wisdom saving throw. The spell DC for the bard's 11, so we'll see how that works. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. So let's go D20. Needs to be an 11. Doesn't. Ooh. Okay, no. Command has 4 different things. I'm going to say approach is out because he's already there. So it's going to be between drop, 3, grovel, or halt. So let's do a D4. Determine. Again, I'm not bringing up any information. You just got to take my word for it. Okay, so it's a wand. That means drop. So the target must drop wherever it's holding and ends its turn. And then from there, the Alkanat's going to end its turn. Perfect. Alright, yeah, that'll do. Okay, so next is common to 5. So common to 5 is right here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Not in range of Paimon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3. It's in range of Alkanat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's in range. Okay, so he's in range of Alkanat and Scar. So let's have a decide. Let's see who's going to target. Alkanat is 1, Scar is 2. Alkanat again. And he's going left or right. Again, same before. Left, right. 1, 2. Let's go to the left. They're smart. So 5, 10, 15. Gotta take another club attack, which is going to be a D20 plus 2. Notepad, go away. D20 plus 2. Ooh, misses. Lucky. And that's the end of common of 5. Okay, so next is common of 3. No, common of 3 is in range. 5, 10, 15, 20. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Let's determine target. D3. 1. Going after Paimon. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't squeeze in there, so yep. Okay, so I'm gonna make a club attack. Let's have a look. Oh god, this ain't gonna be good. 9. I think 9 misses because everyone's got double digits, right? Paimon. Oh, Paimon's got 9 HP. He's not got 17. Where did he get 17? Wait a minute. Oh no, Paimon's not been hit yet. I'm getting confused with Talia, so never mind. Yep. Yeah, if you're wondering why he's got 9 HP, because of the... oh yeah, that's one thing I forgot to mention. The hit points. Basically, I did their basic hit points, which is like a d6 plus the Constitution modifier. And then on the next turn, I just did a roll plus the Constitution modifier. So yeah, I didn't want to talk about HP, but basically the Scar's got 20. Thaddeus has got 13 max. She's got 10 now. Belmont's got 9, and Alkanat's got 17, so yeah. But anyway, lo and behold, the commoner misses. The Stover swings and hits the tree. Alright, so finally, Scar. Alright, so let's see what Scar's going to do. So, let's roll a d6. Yep, roll a d6. 4. Okay, so that's tactical. Now, for Scar, like I mentioned, he has Fey Presence, which is a tactical move. Friends is kind of tactical, but we're not going to use that for... But we're not using that for... what should we call it? We're not using that for combat. Store value, that's out of combat. Unseen Servant, that's out of combat. No, actually, that's summoning. We'll call that buff. Wish Bolt's an attack. Verifier, sleep. And could do Disguise Self if you wanted to. Maybe lure target away. Okay, so it's going to be a toss between Verifier, Sleep, Disguise Self, and Fey Presence. So let's do a d4 to determine what we're doing. 4. So casting Sleep. Interesting. Oh no, Disguise Self. Okay. So obviously I'm not going to do a target or anything. Okay, so I'm going to say the Scar is going to use Disguise Self. It's going to disguise himself as one of the commoners. No, let me have a look at Disguise Self for a second. You make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different until the spell ends, or until you use your action to dismiss it. You seem 1 foot short or taller and can appear thin, fat, or in between. You can change your body type, so you must adapt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs, otherwise the extent of the illusion is up to you. The changes wrought by a spell fail to hold up to the physical expectation. For example, use this spell to add a hat to your outfit. Objects pass through the hat, and anyone who touches it would feel nothing or would feel your head and hair. If you use the spell to appear thinner than you are, the hand of someone who reaches out to touch you would bump into you while you're seamlessly still in midair. To discern that you are disguised, a creature can use its action to impact your appearance and must succeed an intelligence check against spell save DC. Okay, so basically in this absence, I'm going to say that he's going to use Disguise Self and he's going to transform into a commoner so he doesn't get attacked. And knowing the rules of illusion, they're not going to attack him, so I'll remember that. I'll remember that if I can. Right, okay. Time for round 2 of our encounter. Okay, so top of the line. Top of the list. We have Commoner 4. Who is, if I can remember. Commoner 4. That's 3. Oh, is Commoner 4 dead? Yeah, Commoner 4 is dead. Let's think for a second. Alright, so Panmon. Right. Obviously, it's been a day since I last recorded the first bit. Also, by the way, as well, the dice roll up the top. I was looking back on the footage that I recorded up to now, to this point, and the dice roller seems to have froze. I don't know how, don't know why, so please take my rolls for that section for granted, please. Obviously, I wouldn't make any of this up. So, actually, do you know what? I'm going to do a quick little test. I'm just going to do a d4. I did test it before and it came up. Let me have a look in the OBS. Yep, it's came up alright, so hopefully it should be fine now. Okay, anyway, back to this then. So, Panmon, top of the round. Currently engaged with Commoner 1 and Commoner 3, so we're going to roll d6 to see what his action is going to be. No, he is engaged, so obviously we need to take advantage if he wants to disengage or not, so we'll see. Right, so let me roll d6, see what it's doing. 5. Okay, so that's a support or buff. Okay, what can he do support-wise? That's a good question. There it is. Okay, Palmon, what can you do for support-wise? Okay, so he's got Phase Step. He's got one more use of Phase Step because it's a proficiency bonus, and we only got proficiency bonus plus 2. He could do a flexible casting. That's another thing that he could do. That's a buff I'm going to class as. He's got Absorb Elements. Okay, so I'm going to chalk it up to either he's going to use Phase Step or he's going to use flexible casting. His other support skill, he's got his Absorb Elements, but that is on for... let's see, he's got 2 spell slots, right, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's got 2 spell slots left. So yeah, Absorb Elements, that's reactions, non-action. Comprehend Language is a ritual, so there's no point in using it. Arms for Daz, tactical, because I need to make a save, as well as Dissonant Whisper. So it's a toss between Flexible Magic, So he can convert sorcery points into a spell slot, or spell slot to sorcery points. But I think at this point I'm going to go sorcery points into a spell slot, or you can use phase step. So let's do a D2 to determine what he's going to do. 1. Okay, so he's going to phase step. Okay, cool. So he's going to phase step. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to randomize the movement as well, I think. Because last time I kind of just went like that and then did that. So let's pick a direction. So here's the thing. It's 30 feet up to where he can see. And right now he can see in this direction, that direction, that direction, that's basically it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomize which direction he's going in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So roll a D7 going clockwise. 2. Okay, so he's going to head into this direction. So I'm going to say that right now, this wall is about what, 10 feet? Yeah, so I'm going to say this wall is about 10 feet. So taking the X and the Y axis, yeah, so taking the X and the Y axis like that, basically he's here, right? He has, obviously I can't make this 3D to show you, so basically he has a commoner here and a commoner here, so this is like, you know, basically eye level to us, right? So he can only see up here, so I'm going to say that he can move to the top of the wall here. So obviously it's 2, so it's in this direction. So he's going to use phase step to get on top of here. So he's currently 15 feet high. No, that was his bonus action. So now we have to take an attack action per my rules. Yep, if any action is classed as a bonus action, main action will be an attack type action. So he's a choice between throwing a dagger, because he has 2 daggers, I believe. Yeah, he has 2 daggers. Or he can go, let's see, yeah, it's just throwing a dagger, really. Well, dagger or another ice knife, actually. Yeah, because lightning lure is tactical. Acid splash is tactical, because you need to make saves to do so. Actually, is acid splash deck save? I just want to double check that quickly while it's on my mind. Let's have a look. Acid splash. You hurl a bubble of acid. Choose 1 creature you see within range, or choose 2 creatures you can see within range at 5 feet of each other. Targets must succeed on a deck save or obtain 1d6. So I'm going to say that's a tactical, not a... Yeah, that is a tactical, not a... non-offensive action. So basically it's a toss between ice knife or throwing a dagger. So let's see what he's going to do. So let's go D2. Okay, so he's throwing a dagger. Alright. So he's throwing a dagger. Now the question is, he is either target 1 or target 2. So which one is he targeting? 1 bottom, 2 top. 1 at bottom. So that's commoner 3, right? Yeah, okay, so commoner 3 currently has 1 HP. So he needs to beat an AC of 10. Now a dagger, if I'm not mistaken, is a D4 weapon, right? Yeah, so Arcanak. Sorry, Panmon needs to roll, okay, so it's a D20 plus 4. 2 from his dex modifier, 2 from his proficiency bonus, so D20 plus 4. Needs to be an AC of 10, which he does. Perfect. Ooh, did not want to click the paint. Did not want to click paint icon, thank you very much. Okay, so D20 plus 4. Yep. Hurls the dagger down, it connects. And it's going to do 1d4 plus 2. Deals 3 points of damage. Hurls the dagger down, already to the injured commoner. Gets him into the jugular. And just like that, the commoner is gone. Perfect. And that's his turn then. Actually, is that his turn or does he want to move? Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to do another roll. Does he want to move from his position? 1 or 2? Yeah. Does he want to move from his position? 1 to 9 is no. 11 to 20 is yes. No, so he wants to stay where he is. Okay, so that's his turn then. Perfect. And with that... Yep, and with that... Commoner 3 is initial. Nice. Okay, now, next on the agenda is Commoner 7. No, is Commoner 7 still alive? Yeah, Commoner 7's here, and he's going to attack Alkanak. So that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we want to beat an AC of 16. So his club attack is going to be a D20 plus 2. So let's do that now. So I'm going to do D20 plus 2. 7 misses. Ends turn. Next person is Commoner 1, which I believe is this guy here. No. The Commoner is out of reach. Yeah, so the Commoner is out of reach currently. So the question is, does he continue pursuing Paimon? That's a good question. Let's have a look. No, he doesn't. Okay, so he's going to move on to one of the other targets now. So we're going to roll a D. So right now, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so he can't move, so he's going to take the dash action, meaning that his movement is going to be double to 60. So we're going to run a D2. Oh, wait. Wait, I just remembered. Scar, in his last turn, did disguise self, didn't it? Remember, he used disguise self, and he used it to disguise himself as one of the commoners. So in that case then, there's only one target he can see. Well, he has two, but I think he's going to go to the nearest target. He's just going to go to Alkanak. So we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And now he's currently surrounding Alkanak, and that's his turn now. Okay, so next is Talita. Right, so let's see what Talita is going to do then. So let's roll a d6 to determine what we're doing. 2, that's an attacking move. Now, what's Talita have for his attacks? So we have Dagger, Quarterstaff. Ooh, just Dagger and Quarterstaff, really. That's it. Frostbite is tactical, Poison Spray is tactical, Thunderclap is tactical. Yeah, it's just Quarterstaff, so it looks like she's going to move into melee. Now, can we do that? Good question. Can we move it to melee? She can move, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so she's going to move it to melee. So she's going to have to target 1 or target 2. So common of 6 is 1, common of 5? Yeah, common of 5 is 2. Let's see what she's going to do. So D2, 2. Okay, so she's going to go 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. And then we need to roll to see what she's going to attack with. She can either attack with the quarterstaff or the dagger. Let's have a look. D2. Okay, she's attacked with a dagger. So currently she has a quarterstaff equipped, but she's going to leave it in her left hand, which is her offhand. Going to draw a dagger. Going to attack with a dagger. So we need to roll a d20 plus 4. That's fine. And again, we need to be an AC of 10. So let's do that. So d20 plus... Ooh, get away. Thank you. D20 plus 4 gives us 14. Hits. Very nice. Did that come up alright? Yep. I'm still checking that dice roller. I'm still checking it. Okay, so 14 hits. Perfect. So now we need to roll a 1d4 plus 1. Oh no, it's not 4. It's plus 3. Damn it. Do we re-roll that? Yeah, do you know what? For the scale of fairness, because I did, to be honest with you, I did misread that. I thought it was plus 4, not plus 3. I'll take that back. Yeah. Do you know what? Let's do this properly. 6. Okay, she misses. Alright, she misses and she's in combat. Alright, yeah, and that's going to be her turn. She used her action, she used the movement. Yeah, so that's her turn. Okay, Commoner 2, which is dead. Commoner 8. Yeah, Commoner 8 is down to 4 HP currently. Which is here. Gonna attack Alkanak. Let's go D20 plus 2. 4 misses. So that's fine. Next is Commoner 6. Okay, so now he has 2 targets. Oh, I just realized. Flanking. Could have done the flanking rule. We'll do that for next time. So what I mean by the flanking rule is, in the Dungeon Master's Guide, there's an optional rule that you can do, flanking. Now, me and my group, we do flanking just because it makes things a little bit quicker and makes things a little bit more risque. Basically, if you have one person on one side of the enemy and another person on the other side of the enemy, any melee attack or attack roll in close range is with advantage. So, yeah, so basically, we're going to roll a d20 now. Yeah, basically, I should have done this ages ago, but now that Alkanak's being flanked, he's going to be attacked with advantage. What do we want to do the advantage rules? Because just think of the survivability. Because, spoiler, there will be some enemies in this module that has pack tactics. Do I want to do advantage or not? For us. Do you know what? No, I'm going to say no. No, we're not going to do advantage. We're not going to do advantage unless the ability specifically says you roll with advantage. So no, we're not doing it. We're not doing flanking. Okay, so anyway, I missed track of that. So yeah, so Commoner 6 is next. Now, Commoner has 2 targets. Does he attack Talita or does he attack Alkanak? Let's go with D20 to determine. 1 to 9 is Talita. This side. 11 to 20 is Alkanak. Alkanak, okay. So let's do a D20 plus 2 for the club. 9 misses. Alright. I'm telling you. I tell you what, this guy's been a tank. This is what I needed for this party. This is what I needed. Okay, so the Commoner just swings. Alkanak just basically being The dodge master that he is. Or it could be hitting his hard shell, just not even penetrating. Honestly, this is ridiculous. And that's the turn. Okay, so Alkanite. Alkanite is currently engaged. Okay, so let's roll a d6 to see what he wants to do. Okay, let's roll a d6. Okay, tactical. What can he do in terms of tactical? I don't remember. Okay, so in terms of tactical, he could do magical inspiration. That adds a d6 to certain skills or attack rolls. Okay. So you could do that. Tactical also includes minor illusion, color spray command, thunder wave. Yeah, so we already. Oh, that's right. We already used Hold on. Did we use? What did we use? Oh yeah, we used command. I remember now. Yeah, we used command. So we need to. Yeah, we need to give him an expended slot. There we go. I forgot he did that actually. Okay, so we have a choice between Bardic Inspiration or Minor Illusion, Color Spray, Command, or Thunder Wave. Let's have a look. So that's going to be a D4, right? Oh, no, sorry. Minor Illusion included, so that's going to be a D5. 5 is going Thunder Wave. Oh, this could be good. So let me have a look at Thunder Wave quickly. Okay, Thunder Wave. A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originated from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. Yeah, so basically, this is going to be very, very risky because 15 feet is the equivalent of... Let's have a look. So that's 5 by 5. That's 10 by 5, right? That's 10 by 5, I think. 5, 10. Yep. That's the range of Thunder Wave. 15 feet, right? 5, 10, 15. Yep. Yep. So basically, everyone needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, this ain't gonna be good. This is not gonna be good. Right, you know what I'm gonna do, actually? I am going to write this here, temporarily. Yeah, I'm gonna write this temporarily. Okay. Con saves. Alright. Actually, hold on. Wait, see? There we go. Okay, so the first con save we're going to do, of course, is Scar. So Scar's con save is a +2. So we're going to do d20. So we're going to do a d20 +2. 7. Yeah, because it's DC's 11, so yeah, Scar fails. This could potentially kill some people, this, you know. Oh boy. Depends on the roll. Depends on the roll. Okay, we got D20 +4 with Talita, since she has proficiency in con saves. So that's going to be a D20 +4, so we need to beat an 11. 16, okay, so she beats an 11. So that's the 2 party members, because, you know, they're getting caught in it. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 1 minute. Let me have a look at this. So Scar is 7. Talita is, what did I say? 16. So con 6 is D23. Okay, so he fails. Next up is C5. Let's roll D20 for that. 7, he fails. Okay, so that's 7. And then we want common a 7. D20. Succeeds. That's a natural 20. So they succeed. We need C8 now. Let's have a look. D20. 10. Fails, unfortunately, so that's C8, so that's a 10. And finally, Commoner 1. D20. 9. Fails. Okay. So now we need to roll damage. This is not going to be good. So let me have a look at Thunder Wave again. Yeah. Thunder Wave is 2d8 thunder damage and it's pushed 2 feet away, 10 feet away. 5. Okay, that's not too bad. 5's not too bad. I was half expecting that then. So, 5 points of damage. So Scar takes... Okay, so Scar takes 5 points of thunder damage. He does not have any resistances, so he's gone down from 20 to... let me have a look at something here. Okay, so Scar is on 15 health. Talita saves, so she gets... No, give me a second. Is it rounded down? Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. Rounded down. So 5, so she takes 2 points of thunder damage. Okay, so Talita is on 10 HP now. No, let me have a look. So C3, so 6C. So Commoner 6 is on 1 HP now. I'm just going to write these. Yeah, so we're on 1 HP. Commoner 5. Oh no, Commoner 5, sorry. Oh yeah, so Commoner 5, yeah, so got me stopped. So Commoner 5 is on 1 HP. Commoner 6 taking 5 HP is dead. Commoner 7 taking 2 points of damage is on 3 HP. Commoner 10, so 4 HP, but he fails, so he takes the full 5, dead. And then Commoner 1 is on 9, takes 5 points of thunder damage, and dies as well. So Scar fails, so he gets knocked back 10 feet by 10. Also as well, Disguise Self, if I'm not mistaken, was concentration. Nope, Disguise Self is not concentration. So I'm going to say he maintains the disguise. So yeah, again, he gets moved back 10 feet. Commoner 5, if I can find him. Gets moved back 10 feet. 1, 2. And Commoner 7 gets knocked back 10 feet. 1, 2. Commoner 6. It's Deadski. Commoner 1, it's Deadski. And finally, Commoner 8 is dead as well. Oh no, wait a minute. Commoner 7? You Commoner 7? Oh yeah, Commoner... No. Commoner 7 stays in position. Whoops. There we go. Nope. Commoner 7 stays where he is because he succeeded the saving throw. But Commoner 8 is dead. Look at that, eh? Jesus, what a move. There we go. What a move. Holy spit. Okay, so Commoner 5. Oh yes, Commoner 5's turn next. Okay, where's Commoner 5? Commoner 5 is here. Okay, so obviously been battered, sent across the thing. Now, Thunderwave does not mention anything about prone, right? Nope, nothing about... Nope. Nothing about being prone. So yeah, so at this point, just set back, pulls himself up, and now he's going to come in for another attack. So let's do a D2 to determine who's going to attack first. Is he going to attack Alkanak again, or is he going to go for Talita? Go for Talita. Or Alkanak, imagine. Wait a minute. 1, 2. There we go. Couldn't make my mind up then. Let's roll that again. Okay, it's going for Alkanak this time. Or do we go with the 1? No, let's go for the first roll. Yeah, let's go with the first roll, just to make it fair. It's my fault for not declaring that. Too many things have got going in my head. I'm trying to keep track of everything. Okay, so 5, 10. Moving into melee. Okay, let's go over D20 plus 2 to see if he can get a hit. 12, I think he does, you know. Tadita, yep, only just. Which isn't good because she's currently on 8 HP now. Right, let's go over D4. Hold on, it's a D4 plus... just a D4 damage? Okay. 3 points of damage. Yeah, bringing her. Bringing her from 8 HP to 5. Yeah, she's getting a batter in this game, she really is. And that's his turn. Okay, so Commoner 3, who is dead. Okay, so it's Scar now. So Scar currently has his disguised self, so let's see what he's going to do. Let's go with a D6. 5, so it's going to be support or buff. Action involves buff or healing. Alright, let's see. What do we have? Fate Presence is a... shifting. Shifting is buff. Yep. Buff. Tactical. Beast Speech is... okay, so it's between his shifting, his friend's cantrip, distort value, nah. Unseen Servant, maybe, but that's an hour casting, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, to speak of animals disguise self, so we got one person. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Alright. Okay, let's go with D3. This is what we can do. 2. That is speak of animals. Alright, I guess it's going to speak of animals. Nah. I'm just going to say he's going to take the dodge action. Meaning that all attacks incoming to him is with disadvantage. We'll do it that way. I mean, some of these abilities will work in combat, some of them will not. Unless I want to do something creative with that. But for now, I guess he's just going to stay out of combat. He's perfectly happy where he is. Okay, with that, we're back in the round again. So C4. Commoner 4 is dead, so now it's Panmon's turn. Now, Panmon is currently 15 feet away, and he's away from the combat. So let me see what he's going to do. Does he get closer to the enemy, or does he stay away? So 1 to 9 gets closer, 11 to 20 stays away. 1. Okay, so he gets closer to the enemy. Right, now he's 15 feet above. Okay, so he's 15 feet above, so we're going to say he's going to climb down. No, if I'm not mistaken, that's an acrobatics, I think, if he's coming down. Yeah, do you know what? Okay, let's do an acrobatics roll. So his acrobatics is a +2, and I'm going to give him a DC of 10. If he fails his DC 10, what he's going to do is he's going to miss-slip. Yep, he's going to slip, and he's going to fall prone, because obviously slip is going to come down, right? Because if he's got 15 feet here, he's going to climb down, so his hands are on the edge, and judging from his height, that's 10 feet. So if he slips, he falls prone, and I believe it's a D8 damage, I think, 1d8 if you fall from 10 feet. But anyway, let's see what he does with his acrobatics check. So D20 plus 10, gotta be a DC 10, let's have a look. Fails, critical fail. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh Panmon, who has 9 HP. Let's see how this goes. So he's gonna try it and climb down. He slips. He falls prone. And he takes 1 point of damage. How lucky is that? Gets a critical failure on his acrobatics check and then takes 1 HP. Really? Bloody really? Really? Oh, do you know what? That is absolutely amazing. How does the luck? Panmon. I need to stretch this out a little bit more. There we go. Panmon. 8. There we go. That'll do. Seriously, how'd you get 1 HP from that? I have no idea. I have absolutely 0 idea. Right, well, he's currently prone, so obviously he's used, what, 10 feet of movement? So he's used 10 feet of movement Oh no, wait a minute, he fell. So technically he's 5, so he's got 25. He's going to get back on his feet, so it's going to take half his movement. So 25 half is 12. But rounded down to the nearest 5 or 10 is 10 feet. And then he's going to move... Oh. Got to be careful of moving the map. Then he's going to move, what, 5, 10? Right. So now we will do a d6 to determine what action he's going to take. Okay, so he's taking an offensive action. So does he have any attack roll abilities? Now, he still has one more dagger left, I believe. Yep, still has one more dagger left because he threw the other one, which we will also collect at the end of combat. Yeah, so he still has a quarterstaff and a dagger. There's still that. Tactical. It's utility, but I'm going to do that. Okay, so it's between another dagger. Okay, so at this range, it's between a dagger or an ice knife, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll do a d2, see what he wants to do. Dagger, okay. No, remind me, is a dagger 2060 or is it 2040? The range I'm talking about. Because daggers have the thrown property, which obviously has been determined. Okay, so it's 2060. So the way range works for thrown weapons is, if the enemy is within a 20, well in this case, if an enemy is within 20 feet range, we roll with just normal. But if he's 60 feet away, it rolls with disadvantage. So obviously the one target's this guy. So for his range, we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So it's going to roll with disadvantage. So we're going to go d20. Now, is Panmon +4 or is he +2? +4, okay. So we roll with a d20 +4 twice. And then we take the lower of the two options. And we need to be a DC of AC of 10, did I say? Yeah, AC of 10, armor class 10. Right, I'll see what we can do. So the first roll is a 20. It's not too bad, but 12 just hits. Nice. So yeah, so he takes out his second dagger, just throws it. Tries his best to aim. You see your dagger sort of rotating, varying of course a little bit. But it ends up hitting the commoner 7. It currently has 3 HP. And in terms of damage, it's a 1d4. Nope, it's Panmon. 1d4 +2 for damage. And this guy has 4 HP, 3 HP, and it's a kill. Nice. 5 points of damage. You see the dagger just flying through the air, gets him in the back, and the commoner who was threatening Alcatan. Forgot his name. Alcanac. There we go. I want to say Alcatraz. That's what I want to say. I want to say Alcatraz. But anyway, that guy's done. Commoner 7 is off the board. Yeah, off the board like that. Actually, I should really be using a pen on that. Yeah, it's off the board like that. That's perfect. That's amazing. Okay then. So, after Panmon, it was Alcanac. It was DC7, but C7's done. Okay, so we're at Talita now. Only one person left. Let's roll a D6, see what she wants to do. 1. So it's an attack roll, so she has an option of quarterstaff, dagger. Yes, the quarterstaff or dagger. So let's see what she's going to roll with. She's going to roll with quarterstaff. She's rolling one hand or two hand, depends. One hand is 1d6, two hand is a d8 damage. She's rolling one hand. Okay, so let's see. So she is a... Okay, so she doesn't have any modifier for strength, so she's got a flat +2 from proficiency. So let's go 1d20 +2. 8 misses. And that's her turn. Okay, so after that is Alcanac. So Alcanac finally has a breathe, finally has room to breathe. So let's see what he's going to do. So let's go with a d6 for tactical. Okay, so we have a choice between Bardic Inspiration, Minor Illusion, Color Spray, Command, or Thunderwave. So let's go with a d5, see what he's doing. 4 is Command. Okay, so he's going to cast Command on this guy, so we need to do a Wisdom saving throw against an DC of 11. Okay, so let's do that. So it's just a d20. 13, so he survives. So he saves. Okay, now does Alkanac want to get closer or far away? 1 to 9, closer. 11 to 20, further away. Further away. Okay, and how much? And roughly how much movement does he want to use? This is something I'm going to do differently. I'm going to randomize the movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do 5 for direction. 2. And out of 30, how far is willing to move? 15. So he's going to move this way 3 tiles. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That sense, I'm going to start doing that. That might make the encounter a bit longer, but again, trying to make it as bit realistic as possibly can. Okay, so after Alkanac, it's now C5, the common of 5, so let's do a D20. Do D20, plus 2. 3 misses, critical miss. So that's his turn done. Okay, Scar. What are we doing? Are we finally attacking, dude? What are we doing? D6. 4, tactical. Okay, so he has a choice between... Okay, so that's support. Support. That's tactical. Support. That's an offensive, not mistaken. Chill touch, is that attack roll? Chill touch is... Yeah, it's attack roll. Alright, so that's offensive. Which bolt's offensive? Alright, so it's between Fairy Fire and Sleep. Is that right? Fate Presence, Fairy Fire, and Sleep. So we're going to do a D3. 3. Sleep spell. Could have done with this a little earlier, actually, in all fairness. So, Sleep. Spell says, the spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. Total is how many hit points this creature's spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose from range are affected, blah blah blah. And basically, you go from the lowest current hit points. Each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. Sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action moving on with the blah blah blah. So basically, meaning that this guy, let's just roll a 5d8 just to show you. We get 23 total hit points to work with. Scar just opens up his hand, pretends to be a commoner, and puts the guy to sleep. You just see him just falling unconscious, and that's it. And with that is the end of the encounter. That's him technically sleeping / unconscious. None of them's going to wake him up. He's out for, I believe, an hour, I think it said, something like that. Falls unconscious till spell ends. Duration 1 minute. I didn't realize the duration was 1 minute. Huh. Well, anyway, I'm going to say that 1 minute's enough for them to carry on up the road before he wakes up and realizes what's going on. And you know what? But that's the end of the encounter then. Perfect. Okay, so where does this leave us off? Well, in terms of current hit points, Talita is currently at 5, Alkanac's at 14, Scar's at 15, and Panwan's at 8. So the only person that took a beating mainly was Talita. Alkanac, with his 16 AC, survived a lot of attacks, but he took a little bit of damage from his 17 maximum HP, so that's absolutely brilliant. Scar took a little bit of damage from that Thunder Wave, but, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures. And Panwan took a bit of a battering as well, just a little bit from his fall, but apart from that, successfully managed to dispatch 2 people, or was it 3 people? No, he killed 4 people, didn't he? Yeah, he killed 4 people, I think. 3 people, 2 with his ice knife, 1 with his well, actually no, 4. 2 with his daggers, 1 with ice knife, or 2 with ice knife. Pretty good, yeah, and Talita just did what she could. So, in terms of stuff, where does that leave us? So, Scar's currently on 15 HP. And he has 1 spell slot available left. So I'm just going to write 1. Talita used... I realised Talita and Scar both have sleep. Interesting. Yeah, so Talita is currently really injured, so she's going to have to watch herself for the next fight. In terms of abilities or anything, she's not really used anything, so she's kind of okay-ish. So, obviously, she's not used any spells either, so she's fine. Obviously, we've got Levitate as well, that she can still use, so not too bad, just the HP's in dire straits. Panmon, Panmon's used both his phase steps, so phase steps is gone, so I'm going to have to write that as 0 uses. He's got his 2 daggers back. I'm just going to say he just quickly ran over and just picked them up. No problem. He's currently has 1 spell slot expanded. That's a very good one, to say the least. Very good one. And of course we have Alkanac here. Bits for battering, as mentioned. Still has some equipment, but he's used 1. Actually, has he used any other spell slots? Yes, he's used Thunderwave. Oh, he's out of spell slots. Yeah, he's used spell slots because he's already used 2 commands of the Thunderwave. So he's already blown through his slots. Ew, that's not good. Still has his Bardic Inspiration, he's not used that yet. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Okay then, right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the edits to the character sheets off between episodes. And yeah, so in the next episode, we're going to be carrying on with the module, and I think we have another encounter coming up as well, so this should be pretty interesting to see where the team comes from here. So yeah, so that's going to be it. So please let me know in the comments below how you think this went. This is kind of my first time doing something properly like this. I mean, obviously with my other series I've got going on, Tales of Fool's Gold, that's a little bit more scripted, you know, a little bit more free flow, I guess you could say, but this one's a bit more constricted, but I tried to make it as creative as I possibly can. Just let me know if you want things changing, what I could do to improve things with. I don't know, I mean, all this solo D&D stuff or solo play stuff is quite still fresh and new to me. I don't know if I'm doing a good job or not, so please, again, just any opinions, any criticisms, any advice, any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Links down below to everything I use. And check them out if you wish. And apart from that, I hope to see you. Apart from that, enjoy the rest of your awesome day. And I'll see you next time. Take care.